In the small town of Mandan, North Dakota, one of the biggest, most important civil suits of 2025 is finishing up. On the surface, the case of Energy Transfer versus Greenpeace is about a large company claiming that an environmental organization defamed them. ETP wants $300 million in damages.
What we're seeing right now is an increasing criminalization of protests. We're seeing that in a lot of different ways. One is these SLAP suits. SLAP stands for Strategic Lawsuit Against Public Participation. It's a meritless lawsuit that is designed to bankrupt, chill, silence, scare, intimidate critics.
Dakota Access Pipeline was designed by Energy Transfer to carry crude oil from the Bakken Shale in North Dakota 1,100 miles to Illinois. In 2016, the Standing Rock Sioux tribe sued Energy Transfer to stop the oil pipeline, saying it endangers their sole source of drinking water. The tribe also invited the world to Standing Rock to oppose the pipeline. The $300 million in damages claimed by ETP includes millions they spent on private security, the time lost in construction due to civil disobedience by water protectors, but mostly the damages were from interest paid by the time it took to finance the construction. During 3 weeks of trial, lawyers from Gibson Dunn told the jury that Greenpeace paid 6 nonviolent direct action trainers $15,000, donated lockboxes for civil disobedience, and loaned a solar power unit to the camp. Despite millions in donations from other groups, Gibson Dunn said Greenpeace directed the whole thing. The Standing Rock Sioux tribe is not named in this suit.
Honestly, I'm kind of offended by that. The indigenous peoples, the natives, those of us in this area started a movement with the youth. Greenpeace is an ally for sure, but they absolutely are not the ones who initiated the Standing Rock protest, nor made it last any longer.
ETP first sued Greenpeace in federal court, but a federal judge rejected their case. ETP refiled in North Dakota, and North Dakota said the suit could proceed. Almost everything about this case is freighted up with meaning. The trial is happening a half-mile north of the Heart River, the northern boundary of the 1851 treaty between the U.S. and the Great Sioux Nation. The Dakota Access Pipeline runs right through that territory. Lieutenant Colonel Custer's last post before he rode west to his defeat by Sitting Bull is just south of Mandan. Mandan's elementary school is called Custer, and their sports teams are the Custer Cougars.
All of the judges in Morton County that could have presided over this case recused themselves. So they had to find a judge from, I think, western North Dakota to oversee this thing. Greenpeace has argued you can't even find a judge who's going to be unbiased and without a conflict. How are you going to find 11 people that can, decide this case fairly? In the end, the 11 people that they ended up with included, by my count, 7 with economic connections to the fossil fuel industry.
Both sides agree on one thing. In 2016, the pipeline needed the permission from the Army Corps of Engineers to cross under the Missouri River. The Missouri River supplies drinking water to 18 million people and is the sole source of water for multiple tribes. ETP started pipeline construction in 2016 without the easement needed to cross the Missouri River.
Ultimately, it came down to they had a permit for everything but the Missouri River. The risk was theirs to start construction without having that permit in place, knowing that ultimately, if they didn't get that permit, they'd have all that infrastructure in place that they would have lost. Well, I thought it was a huge risk that I was surprised that they were willing to accept, but I felt that they must have been really confident in what they were hearing from the Corps of Engineers regarding that permit.
ETP's suit seeks to offload their risky permit gamble from 2016 onto Greenpeace. In the end, ETP did sell the bonds, but it took 2 years longer than they planned. During this whole time period, no bank document, corporate minutes, or email that mentions Greenpeace were presented in court. Potentially, this suit will recoup Energy Transfer's losses while it silences the voices of environmental advocacy.
And Greenpeace knows it's not just Greenpeace that they're protecting by fighting this out. It's the right to peaceful protest in this country. If we lose the right to peaceful protest, we are going to lose a whole lot more.
If an organization like Greenpeace can get taken to court and lose for something they didn't even do, that doesn't bode well for a very small 501c3 like mine who fights back against environmental injustices, especially given number 47 that we have in there now and all the things that are happening around diversity and around people of color. And I'm gonna get emotional.
I think we're over here.
I'm gonna wait here.
During deliberation.
Wait, what are we gonna do?
Thank you. I'm going in the way back. Hey, welcome back.
Don't worry about it.
We'll hop in the van. Let me just grab my bag, Trey. Sure. We'll go in the van.
Okay.
Thanks, sir.
Good.
I'll slide over. All good.